Hi, I'm Diana Wentworth, and I've been thinking this morning about the most important question that anyone ever asked me. It was a time when I was going to have to reinvent my life another time, maybe for the third time. And my friend Peggy said, Diana, are you driven or are you drawn? Wow. And it was that question led to my becoming the very first co-author in the Chicken Soup for the Soul series with Jack Canfield and Mark Victor Hansen. It was a time when I was just wondering what to do. My husband, Paul, had passed away. He and I had an amazing career in cooking and entertaining. We won Cookbook of the Year. We had a cooking show on the Lifetime Network. We had a school on Sunset Boulevard where Wolfgang Puck used to teach and some of the other master chefs from LA. And he had passed away, but we had started an organization called The Inside Edge, which met very early for breakfast in 3 cities. And we had all the top speakers of the day. Gosh, over the 38 years, we had more than 1,500 speakers. But Jack Canfield and Mark Victor Hansen used to hang out at the Inside Edge in the early mornings, and their book, Chicken Soup for the Soul, had already hit number 1 and 2 on the New York Times bestseller list. And so I thought, I have stories to tell. It would be fun to start writing some stories and put recipes with them because I had so many on hand. And so I started writing these personal essays, not knowing what I was going to do with them. And my new husband, Ted, said, when I said, I don't have a job anymore, he said, you do have a job. Your job is to follow your heart. So I was following my heart, and I had written 15 stories that I didn't know whether I would publish them or not. And the phone rang the day before Thanksgiving, and it was Jack and Mark, and they said, what are you doing right now? I said, well, I'm stuffing a turkey. And they said, no, come over here. They were just nearby at a hotel, and they were with their publisher. They said, bring your 6 cookbooks because you're going to write the Chicken Soup for the Soul cookbook. They said, everybody thinks Chicken Soup for the Soul is a cookbook, so we might as well give them one. So on the way over, it was just crazy. I could go on and on about this story, but that just changed my life in a wonderful way because it threw me back in the food world, and I got to lecture on cruise ships and all over the country. And what a life. And I think that question, are you driven or are you drawn, is much more important than it seems at the beginning. Because what we're drawn to really is what our soul wants. I was very soul hungry, and it just has turned into the most wonderful life. Thank you for listening.